there was a big water revolt. You know about
Yeah, sure. In Bolivia, there have been lots of great places where a lot of good things are happening.
Yeah, they just very quickly the government, the US put basically this president who was an owner of a war company into the Bolivian president. Then the water went right up, and then the Bolivian people just couldn't afford it. You know, they kicked him out actually, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far is that when countries do privatize the water, it usually affects the poorest the hardest. You know, it's amazing seeing these poor families living right next to the water purification plants, where there's, you know, tens of thousands of liters of pure drinking water, and they've got this ditch, you know. Why can't the private companies are like, sorry, it's too expensive to bring you these kind of services. If you can't pay for them, then you can't be part of it. Then what's the point? Isn't the point that they're saying, oh, well, we're giving water to all the people? Well, yeah, you may be giving them access to that water only if they can pay for it, but they can't.
Does water from aquifers get replaced by the water cycle?
No.
Okay.
When aquifers are sometimes millions of years old.
Right. So no water goes back into it.
No, it might take millions of years for the water to go back into it. The aquifers are different from the water table. I mean, if you're not pulling water out of the water table, then that will build back up quite fast. It's just, you know, but an aquifer is just, you know, like an ancient place deep in the earth.
Obviously, all wells are getting water from aquifers.
No, most wells are getting water from just the water table. Any more questions? I'm glad that I had any questions at all. Thanks.
I think in the US also, like, we know the water in Taiwan may not be good, but I think in the US and other countries as well, they put fluorine in the water.
Right.
Fluorine is a poison. Okay? Pure and simple, it's a poison. And if you continue to drink it, it
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It helps your teeth though.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It helps if you apply it topically, but not when you drink it. So it doesn't make any. So you think everybody gargles when they drink or whatever? I mean, right? And another thing about fluoride is that it calcifies the pineal gland.
Really?
Yeah. The pineal gland. It calcifies the pineal gland, or the third eye. The third eye. It literally shuts you down spiritually.
But it's not just about fluorine in the water. It's about there are pharmaceuticals in the water. You can actually, it's funny, you can actually see what are the social habits of a city by testing the water just off the ocean of that city. If it's a seaside city, you can see there are huge amounts of antidepressants being taken in New York City by testing the water just in the ocean around. There are huge amounts of like there's Botox and stuff in the water around Los Angeles. There's all kinds of chemicals, and it's not just, you know, the makeup or the pharmaceuticals that we take. It's also when you have a slaughterhouse, you grow all of this meat, you grow all these pigs or chickens or cows. When they kill those animals, they don't just like burn the blood and stuff. It sits in a big giant reservoir, like you would think a reservoir of water. It's a giant reservoir of blood and pee and poop, and that does find its way back into at least the groundwater system.
I think what I had, like, the most polluted place in America is a cattle ranch, where they just kill, where they
You do it at massive scales or not. It used to not be that way. Something, I don't know, something happened with that agriculture changed.
Slowly, if we're lucky. Well, we just have about 4 more minutes until they're going to come down here with whips and whip us till we leave.
And we have more water, actually.
Yes, we finish our water. What could be bad that they could use that water for?
I'm interested, what did you want to say here about water in religion?
Yeah.
A lot of times ancient water wars have been portrayed as religious wars. There are some people that have done studies that say, okay, you know, a lot of times people say, well, there have been all of these religious wars in the past. Why did the people have the religious wars? Is it because they really said those people have a different religion, so I want to go to their country and kill them? Or was it because they wanted their land? Maybe it was they wanted their land, or maybe it's they just wanted control of a river. You know, something like that. So, I mean, I think that's why one of the first things I said was rivals from Latin is river. So you would say that it's possible that, you know, who knows what the Hittites and the Aramaeans and the Babylonians, who knows? Maybe they were we weren't there, and we would say that those were religious wars or wars for slaves or...
Just often masks the true purpose of the war.
Right, exactly. So it's possible that we've been fighting for thousands and thousands of years over water. I just think it's going to become more of an issue over the next 10 to 20 years. All right, I think we're done. Thank you, everyone. So next week we have our last speech. Roman is going to give our last speech. It's going to be in Chinese. Please come anyway, even if your Chinese is not good. It's a learning Chinese time for those of us whose Chinese is not good. That's me.
And please donate.
And please donate to our forum. We're going to take a 7-week break after this. And sort of 7 weeks. And we're going to sort of reorganize. We're going to get a bunch more people that want to do speeches. Hopefully start in Chinese and English.